So, one of Microsoft's biggest announcements at this year's E3 was the reveal of the very heavily rumored Xbox One Slim, which looks to be a major upgrade over the original model. To begin with, let's look at the cosmetic differences in this new model. This console is 40% smaller than the original Xbox One, which is a lot more significant than you would think until you actually see it in person. It also comes in a white color rather than the usual Xbox black, and the vent design has changed to being this sort of dotted grate look rather than the shafts from the original model, which personally I'm not a big fan of, but it doesn't make it look horrible. And for those of you that spring for the 2TB model, you're going to get a vertical stand so you can show the console off whichever way you'd prefer, though those of you that grab the 500GB or 1TB model are going to have to spring for the stand separately. Now, aside from just the looks, the system also features some actual performance upgrades over the original system, featuring a slightly stronger processor. What this upgraded processor allows for is that the Xbox One S is going to support HDR as well as 4K display, allowing you to stream video in 4K as well as support Ultra HD Blu-rays. Which, by the way, also means that the 500GB Xbox One Slim is going to be the cheapest Ultra HD Blu-ray player on the market. Now, for me personally, one of the really big deals about the system, though, is the changes in form factor. In a lot of ways, there's a lot of things with this Slim model that should have been in the base Xbox One. Taking a look at the front of the system, you'll see that we now have a front-facing USB port, which was sorely needed before, as well as a syncing button on the front, and a built-in IR blaster instead of relying on the Kinect. And if you actually take a look at the back of the system, you'll see that the Kinect port has been completely removed, so if you want to make use of that still, you're going to have to buy a separate adapter, although if you're upgrading to the Slim, you can actually register and get one for free when you get the Slim. Two changes that are really huge to me, although I admit one of them is kind of minor, is that this system now has an internal power supply, no more gigantic ridiculous brick, and it actually has a mechanical power button, so you're no longer accidentally turning your system on every time you try to move the console. Now, along with all the improvements to the Slim itself, we're also getting a new Xbox One controller, which sports two main improvements. First off, the controller now has built-in Bluetooth, so you no longer have to buy an adapter if you want to use it with your PC, and it allows for a longer range of play with your system. On top of that, it also uses a different texturing on the grips of the controller, making it a lot more comfortable and not nearly as sleek as the old controllers. And for those of you that are huge fans of customization, you can actually now order your own unique design using their design lab, which allows you to pick from multiple colors for both the face, the back, and all the different buttons, which costs you $80 and is going to ship in September, although you can also spring for an extra $10 if you want a unique engraving on it. Now, for those of you that want to spring for one of these right now, it's actually already available for pre-order and is going to be shipping in August. It's going to cost you $300 if you want to get the 500GB model, and an extra $50 to get it in 1TB, and another $50 on top of that for 2TB. Those of you that have been wanting to grab an Xbox One but just haven't springed for it yet, this is an excellent time to do so because this pretty much has all the major functions that the system should have had in the first place. That, or you can just wait and spring for a good high-quality gaming PC because play anywhere, whatever. If you want to check it out, I got a link posted down below in the description where you can pre-order. Until next time, guys, I'm Kevin Kidson, and I'll see you later.